What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Monday Market Mortgage Update meeting with myself, Sean Grapevine, the director of Agent Direct here at UMortgage. I am joined by a very special guest this week, a close friend. He's a man of the people. He's a king of manufactured housing. FHA had to invent the manual underwriting process specifically for his loans. Little known fact, he was Andre 3000's first choice to be co-frontman of the iconic Atlanta rap duo Outkast, but he had to turn it down because it interfered with his volunteer work. He's the Ben Bell of the Ball, the Sultan of the South. It's Ben Bell, my old friend. Welcome.
Man, that is that's special right there. That is special. That's a great intro.
Nobody ever knows how to react to these. That's one thing that I found.
I appreciate you mentioned that I'm like the king of the double wide. I don't know if that's something to be proud of or honor or like be ashamed of.
Well, why not both? But I'll always remember like asking you, like, man, you do some tough loans for some tough properties with some like tough credit scores, and I was like, why? In my mind, I was thinking like this guy, maybe that's just like how he thinks it's the easiest way to make money. And like
I'm just a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. Like
when I asked you, you were so earnest. You were so earnest. You just said like these people deserve housing, and you love helping them out, and you're better suited to do it than anyone else. So why not you? So I always thought that was really, really special. So well, welcome to the team. Obviously, neither of us holds a candle to Mr. Koenig or Mr. Piclo's market knowledge and prowess, but I thought it would be useful to have you on to see how you translate market knowledge into either setting people at ease or becoming a market expert or finding that edge when people are making a decision, either real estate agents or borrowers are making a decision between loan officers. So I think I'll start off with a question about like how does market noise affect your day-to-day actions, right? So like when rates are up, do you act differently than a day where rates have really dipped a lot? I mean, obviously, if they dip back down to 2 or 3%, then you're going to go into sort of refinance mode. But like, if rates were to come down a quarter point today or go up a quarter point today, would that change how you act? If so, how?
Absolutely. So I think it's super important to keep everybody informed on a daily basis or weekly basis on what's going on in the market. Of course, the two of us cannot control what the Fed does. We can't control the 10-year. We can't control mortgage-backed securities. There's some things that just are out of our control, but it is super important that we understand the market. We track the market. What tools are we using on a daily basis? Like I'm a big fan of MBS Live. I'm on there all day, every day. I get text updates. I'm reading the chat from other industry experts on what they're seeing in the market, just so I can be an advisor. So, outside of just originating loans, we have to be an advisor not only to our clients, but our partners, because we have to come off as an industry expert, right? We have to let them know that we follow it. We're not just quoting a rate. We have to be able to explain to them, educate them on why rates change. Why do rates go up? Why do rates go down? So it's super important that we stay informed and we present that out into the world. So we just don't come off as a normal mortgage loan originator. We come off as a true advisor to help educate and spread the word.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And it sounds like, you're not taking any drastic actions one way or the other than, realizing that the value to people that see you as a loan officer, right, is data, right? It's the same thing that I've learned like time and time again as a loan officer, right? Like you don't want real estate agents reaching out to you to get an update on the loan that you're doing with one of their clients. Right. They want you to be reaching out to them, right? Like that. Exactly. It's why UPS tracking, right? Like you're sat there, you order something from Amazon, and it's going to show up in 2 days, but you check UPS tracking anyway because your brain is like in constant need of information in order to like quell anxiety. And so it sounds to me like it doesn't really matter what news you give a real estate agent. It's like they just want to be told, or a borrower, they just want to be told the truth. They want to know what's happened. They want to know why it's happened. They want to be able to contextualize that into like their current worldview. So you mentioned you use MBS Live. Do you like glue yourself to? Is it mostly just the MBS numbers you look at, or are you looking at CPI numbers, jobless claims, stuff like that, in order to pass those along to your clients and agents?
Yeah, definitely. So the good thing about MBS Live is, it gives you all that data on one screen, right? It's showing you which coupons are being traded on that day, what the 10-year's at, what important economic data is coming out that day, what that data is, So, a few weeks ago, CPI came back at 8:30. Updates are coming out, So it's super important to follow that economic data. It's not just a rate, it's what affects that rate. And then, being able to present that out into the world, to your partners, to your clients, you're building a relationship with them by doing that. You're not just like, oh, here's your fee sheet, good luck, right? If you can explain to them, as I said earlier, hey, here's the data that came out, this is what happened. It just helps build that relationship. It helps them to stay with you. That's number one. Client retention is why we're in this business. So if you can keep those retentions by providing value, you're going to be set up.
And all right, so economic data comes out. Obviously, we have an email, we have the market minute, we have all sorts of stuff that comes out from the HQ team, which is fantastic. I love staying in front of people that without even having to think of it. But are you also like hopping on your phone, and do you have like a VIP list of agents, or what ongoing list of clients that you're like, ooh, you know what, like I know this person appreciates the quick news and I want to be in that person's like inbox first thing? Do you take it upon yourself to get this out there, or do you just rely on like the HQ
content? So every Monday I send out a market update. I know our team sends it out through Salesforce, but I also send it out via Instagram and also in text. Like, you taught me to use the Reach app, so I have like my people that I know who want an update that will get that via text. Not everybody's in email all day, but they're on text all day, right? So getting that, using the Reach app and setting up the Reach app to have your A players in there that you're going to send out that update. You have your pre-approvals in there that might want an update, send that out via the Reach app. And it's just super important to keep them informed.
Yeah, I agree. I love the Reach app. If you're not using it, at Agent Direct, we have our, we send text and do our calls through our CRM, so we can do a big blast like that. But also, if you don't have a dialer through your CRM, the Reach app is the next best thing, and it allows you to send out from your iPhone mass iMessage messages. I think there's a couple trainings in Workplace, or SharePoint, that you guys could take a look at to learn how to do it. Super helpful way to get out a lot of information at once through a very personalized text message without having to go the way of the green bubble, which is terrifying. So let's talk about some broader macroeconomic trends. We've got the jobs numbers coming out as always this Thursday at on May 25th at, I think they come out at 8:30 from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. And these jobless claims are really the thorn in the side of the Fed these days. That inflation is coming down slowly, but they don't really see a path to the inflation that they want without jobless claims going up. Now, it's kind of a crazy thing to wish for, that we're hoping for fewer people to have jobs. We want employment rates, unemployment rates to go up, so that rates can come down. But you do a lot of work in the low to median income community, and it's often those people who are the last beneficiaries of unemployment rates going down. So while the rest of us here are like, I hope unemployment rates go up, they're also kind of like the most at risk as well. Have you seen in the people that you work with, have you seen more stable jobs, higher income across these, last to benefit group of people, even as inflation has gone up?
No, and the crazy thing is, like, some of these parts of Georgia where we do a lot of loans, those people, they're being, of course, they're major impact on inflation, right? I mean, it's more expensive for them day to day. But they're still hiring in those positions. But we just haven't seen a huge impact on them qualifying for a mortgage.
Wow. That's so unfortunate. That's not what I
know,
thought
but
the answer would be at all. Yeah. Well, so with that, right? So you're running into affordability issues. It sounds like more than anyone is as a result of these like big macroeconomic factors. What does a person that serves communities like yours? I mean, Ben also has he lands like $800,000 loans here, so I don't want to give the impression that he's.
I'm just doing $80,000 double wides.
But he does do a lot of them. So as a loan officer running into affordability issues, like what do you do to help clients the best you can in those situations?
I think it comes down how you present it. Are you giving them options? Are you telling them, that this is temporary and there's a chance that you can refinance down the road? Is it putting them in a better position financially monthly? Is there some things that you can do to help, offset some of the monthly costs? Like if this person's selling a home and they want to put 20% on the next home, are you going through is it better off for you to pay off all your debt and just put less down on the home to, free up some monthly cash that way? I think it all comes down to, the education side of it. But I will tell you, it is tough out there, especially with, rates haven't really been in our favor the past, 6 business days that they've continued to go up. So, it's just all about staying in front of those people and providing some sort of education for them to make an educated decision.
Yeah. 100%. Have you, it's okay if the answer is no, because they're hard to find. Have you found any, niche programs that we offer that have really helped out with home affordability? Are you doing a lot more non-QM? Have you used UWM's 1% down or Borrow Smart or Empowered DPA program by EPM?
No DPA. Sorry. I do have some people out there looking at the UWM 1% down program. That's great. Borrower Smart's awesome. I mean, even though they are reducing what they're going to be giving towards that program, it's still a great program. It's still free money if you take the class. So everybody should be trying to go into Borrower Smart. Not every lender can offer Borrower Smart, so we should be lucky that we're partnering with a great partners at UWM to offer the 1% down program as well as the Borrower Smart.
Yeah, that the lender credit is going down as of I think June. Sometimes it's mid-June.
Yeah, but I think you can still do it now. I don't think it has to close before that June 15th. Right. I just think it just has to be in the system.
Yeah, registered. So plenty of time there to continue to take advantage of the big numbers they have, $1,250 and $2,500. But even after that, $500 and $1,500 is nothing to.
It's still good. I mean, enough to offset the appraisal and some other costs, which I mean, for a lot of people, that's a lot of money. So definitely use that program.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you're already below 50% AMI in your area, like $500 or $1,500, I mean that means
that's a lot of money.
Something. So, as far as economic news coming out this week, just so that I cover all the things that Austin and I usually do, we have new home sales, pending home sales. We have PCE, which is the inflation metric that the Fed looks at most. It came out at 4.6 last month. Should probably come out at 4.6 again, is what analysts are saying. And then we have jobless claims on Thursday, 242,000 jobless claims last week or month, and then analysts expect 250,000, so no huge change there. Ben, I appreciate having you on here. It's been a nice, refreshing take on how the markets affect us as loan officers. I hope to have you back on soon. Any last words for our our team out there?
No, just make sure that you're following the data as well. Again, subscribe to MBS Live. It's $30 a month, and it is well worth the money. I don't get paid by MBS Live to say that, but you can ask, Rob. I know Rob uses it every single day. I know a lot of people use it every single day. So it's more, the more that we're following the data and the more that we can pass along to our consumers and partners, you're going to stand out from the crowd.
Yeah. I would say be a conduit of a easy way to digest the data. Do not try to be a market wizard. Don't try and predict which direction the market is going to go. You'll be wrong 50% of the time, so you'll look kind of dumb 50% of the time. All we are just, helping get the data into people's hands and minds easily, not necessarily, everybody thought rates would be lower by now, but no, the 10 years at 3.7 this morning. So
exactly.
I wouldn't try and time the market. Well, anyway, Ben, thank you so much for being on. Thank you, everybody else, for watching, and we'll be back next week.
See you, Sean.
See you, buddy.